we are. Another video. This is a little February camp for 3 or 4 of us. Just going to show you a little bit more of the site and where we perform. Mighty cold last night. I'm sure it was a minus something. But just another view of the woods at this time of year. And another way in. As people keep asking things like, well, how do you get to the moors from your place? So, I'm going to show you. This is quite a young woods. This was planted about 30 years ago, I should think. This is called Adder's Holt. As in the summer, it is pretty riddled with adders. It's a fantastic morning. Blue sky, sunshine, but crisp and cold. If you can see those trees up on the top. Oh, where's that zoom thing? Oh, I don't know. It shows you where the prevailing wind blows from. Ah, I spy a camper going to get some water. Yeah, I don't know if you can see him. That's Adam. He's on water duty. Because we're in a part of the site where the stream is sort of a little bit of a walk. This place teems with wildlife. Predominantly rabbits and roe deer and squirrels and pheasants. Well, all manner of birds, which we're hopefully going to try and catch a couple of, either on film or in the pot. Right, here's the border, if you like, and this is the gate, stating the obvious, and that is Dartmoor. So, as I've said to a couple of people, you open the gate and there it is. 368 square miles of rugged beauty. We should be having a wander up there later. Try and film something else a bit more interesting. Here we are, back in another bit of the woods, which we tend to use more in the summer. Great spot for tucking yourself away, but can get a little wet in the winter. And because it's sort of next to the moor, not so sheltered. So when the wind blows, unless you're a little bit further in, you can feel it here. I think because of my constant chatter, the crunching of my feet, I don't know if we're going to be lucky enough to catch any wildlife. Hear the tits chattering. Yeah, and this is the sort of beginning the stream as it comes onto the land. And that little thing up there is called a buddle, which is where the water runs through off the moor, which has got to be kept clear. We poke that with a stick every now and again. I don't know, some of you interested in that kind of thing? More of it in various states of decay. This is on a goat willow, so whether that helps you tell what it is, I'm not sure. Right, might get a little bumpy down through this bit. So as you can see, pretty much this lays untouched, because we do leave certain parts of the wood totally as nature intended. I think I'll switch off rather than try and climb you through there because it'll make you seasick. That's better. You wouldn't have liked that little ride. Ah. There's the main man having gathered the water. I don't know if you could see him. Yeah, he hasn't spotted us yet. That's probably the closest we're going to get to wildlife. He's not very wild. But as long as you don't poke him with a stick, he's fine. Something else we get an awful lot of around here are these things, burrs or burls. Varying sizes, grow on a lot of the birch and some of the beech and some of the rowan, which make for interesting turning and carving projects. This is another little spot that's great in the summer. It's actually an old drainage ditch that we set up here sometimes, and Adam actually won a photographic competition for a photograph of a camp setup. There's more of these burrs. That's a little beauty up there. Oh, I wish I could operate the zoom thing. Bit wet this time of year, this spot. This is another little place that's popular with people. So you can see some of it is just left as it's fallen, and that's the way it's going to stay. And there is what appears to be lots of firewood, but I'm not going to cut any more of this because it's wildlife habitat and I don't like the woods looking too pristine. I don't know if you'll see this in a minute, but I've got quite an established roe deer run through here. More so if you sit at the other end and you're quiet and patient. You'll see them. I hope this isn't too wobbly. Yeah, there's a sort of a defined path there. In the summer it's much more obvious. I think I'll try and get down the bottom later. Every time I don't take the camera with me, wildlife everywhere. Because I've got up this morning and having a wander around with the camera, you guessed it, nothing. Right, some more later. I have to be a bit quiet because I'm trying to get the roe deer. I've just spied it. I've got the camera. I don't know if I caught it then. Such elusive creatures. She went in here. There she is. I don't know if you can see her. There she goes, flat out. Don't know if you can see that. Oh, I hope you can. I wish I could zoom and knew what I was doing. Well, she's definitely been spooked now, so I can make a bit more noise. This is hard going because this is a marsh. We don't bother with this. I think you've seen in previous posts. Hopefully you caught a glimpse of her then. I'll try and look back and see if we did later. Fair size too, she was. I'll switch off and switch on again in a minute, save wasting time. And film, you can see this, but this is where she's just took flight. At hyper speed too. Well, that was an exciting 10 minutes. I hope we've caught a glimpse of her, but she's well and truly done the sensible thing. That fight or flight. You think Usain Bolt's fast? Whoa, that's something else. Anyway, taking the opportunity now, I'm knee deep in marsh. Grow a very strange grass here, that sand coloured at this time of year, called Molinia, which is one of the best tinders for fire starting you could possibly wish for. But in the height of summer it turns very bright green and is good for nothing apart from cutting your hands if you pull it. So we're coming into the back end of the wood, which is a lovely little birch plantation, and in a few weeks' time, when the sap's rising, oh, there'll be some tapping going on, and it's beautiful stuff. Another popular spot with campers, this is. I may be repeating myself as possibility. I could have filmed this a bit before, but you get plenty of natural light. In the real world it does want thinning a bit, but I quite like it. Great for hanging. This is where the John or Juna clan erect their marquee, because it's sort of the biggest space in the wood. Talking of which, the remnants of some of his kindling. You won't see his fire pit because he's Mr. Tidy. And this was his bridge building exploits from the last meet, which is, I think, is an ongoing under construction plan. It works very well, as you can see. Apparently it's going to be strapped with wool. So good luck with that, John. Okay, a bit more in a minute.